Okay, imagine this. You're walking through a huge snowstorm. Everything around you is white, the cold bites your face, and then bam, you see it. A small hut made of snow. You're probably thinking, man, it must be freezing in there. But hold up. That snow hut is actually warm inside. No joke, it's cozy. But how? How can something made of snow, the thing that symbolizes cold, be warm on the inside? That's what we'll explore today. Stay tuned. To figure this out, we need to head to places where it snows a ton and gets really cold, like Alaska, Canada, Greenland. These places can get seriously chilly. We're talking temperatures below -40 degrees. And the people who live there, the Inuit or Eskimos, have been figuring out how to survive in these conditions for thousands of years. And part of that survival know-how is building structures that stay warm despite being made of snow. Now here's the kicker. You might think that snow is cold and, well, yeah, it can be. But the reason it's cold is because it's taking the heat from stuff around it, like your hands, your face, your igloo. And when it takes that heat away, it feels cold. But snow itself doesn't have a temperature. It just takes heat from things around it. So the real question is, why do igloos stay warm? Why don't they feel cold? Well, it all comes down to a simple physics concept, insulation. You see, most things conduct heat, meaning they take heat from one place and move it to another. Like when you touch a hot pan, the heat from the pan moves to your finger, then travels up your arm. But snow is different. Snow is a great insulator. It doesn't let heat pass through it easily, and that's because of the structure of snow. When water freezes, it expands, creating tiny air pockets between each little ice crystal, and those air pockets are really good at keeping heat in or out. Air is actually a really good insulator, better than many other materials, so all those tiny air pockets in snow work together to stop heat from moving around freely. Now, when you're inside an igloo, the air between the snow crystals acts like thousands of tiny barriers, stopping heat from leaving your body and going into the snow. And it also stops the freezing cold from getting in, so you stay warm. But where does that heat come from? Well, it comes from you. Your body makes heat. When you shiver, you generate even more. You breathe, you talk, you move, and all that produces heat. In an igloo, that heat has nowhere to go. It's trapped inside, raising the temperature. And even a little bit of heat, like from a person or two, can raise the overall temperature inside an igloo quite a bit. Now you might think, wait, doesn't the heat melt the snow? And that's a great question. But the heat from people inside an igloo isn't enough to melt the snow. The igloo stays just warm enough to be comfortable, but it's still below freezing. And here's another cool thing. Sometimes the moisture from your breath will freeze on the inside of the igloo, making a thin layer of ice, and that ice adds another layer of insulation. So the air pockets in the snow, plus the dome shape of the igloo, plus the little entrance tunnel that chills the air before it gets in, all of that works together to keep the igloo warm. An igloo is a marvel of engineering. It's like a giant snow blanket that keeps you warm by holding in the heat that your body makes. And these blankets, or igloos, have kept people alive and cozy in some of the harshest environments on Earth for thousands of years. The next time you look at snow, remember, it might freeze your fingers, but with a little know-how, you can turn it into a cozy den in no time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our future content. And if there's any question that's been bugging you, drop it in the comments. I read everything, and I'd love to hear from you.